Morning, YouTube. Hello, mother, mama, honey, baby, sugar pie. Anyway, we're supposed to work this morning. But got rained it out. It's like 7 something now. It's early. Not early, but it's still early enough we can find something to do. So I called a few customers, just waiting for callbacks, but it's Saturday. But on a serious note, when I am sharpening my saws, guys, what I'm looking at is if the top plate is kind of rounded over or the working corner is messed up, I'll usually knock all that bad off and kind of get my angle first. It'll be blunt, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll just see. You see the angle's there, but it's not sharp. It's dull. It's just blunt. I got the angle, but it's blunt. And then if you look, you see how high that file is? I don't know if you can tell or not. Anyway, what I'll do, I'll get my angle, the way I want my angle, the way it needs to be, or however you want it, whatever. I'll get my angle, and my file will be high. My file's gonna be high on my tooth. You know what I'm saying? Gee whiz, I'm not a good teacher. But anyway, it's gonna be high on my tooth, and then whenever I'm sharpening it, I'm just watching my file go down into that top plate, and then when it gets to the perfect depth, that's where I stop. That's how I do it, exactly how I do it. Get some of that bad out there, it's folded over, so get all that cleaned up, and then just start working down into that top plate. Making some nice few smooth strokes. See what I'm saying? Just like that. And every stroke on this file, you're getting the top plate cutter and the side plate with the same stroke, so you don't have to do different strokes for any of it. So, and that's the problem I see whenever I see people getting the gullet. That's one of the problems I see with getting the gullet, is that your side plate angle. Look. Yeah, maybe we can let's look and see. Let me turn this around. Alright guys, you see that tooth? You see that side plate angle? You see where you see where it comes off your working corner here, and as it starts to round over, that's where it's severing the tooth at, is up here, not down here. You know what I'm saying? Because it pulls the chip through here, then just underneath the top plate, and then it severs it up here. Right in this area, see? Because your tooth comes through here. The chip comes through here, just like that, and out here, because it's still connected until it's severed right here. It don't even get down in here. Look how this is for a multimeter, and that thing is super thick. See how thick it is? And you can see right here, there's no tooth that thick at all, no wood chip that thick, so it don't even come close to the gullet. It don't even get close to down in here. And this right here don't affect nothing really. So tooth chip, was doing so well. Yeah, it comes through here, working corner grabs it, pulls it through, severs it right in here. It doesn't even get close to down in here. Not even close. Hand file, working corner. See that nice wedge right there you got? And what you do if you get down in the gullet too thick, you're making this top plate real thin, because you're getting way back in underneath here with that round file. See what I'm saying? It's not dull, that's just gunk on the top of it. You see that cutter right there? Anyway. Oh, beautiful. Look at there. Boy, that's a good view. I don't know why the views are so much better. You see that, guys? That was the best I've ever had at doing that. You guys see how awesome that was? Maybe it was meant to be, eh? Maybe it was meant to happen. But yeah, that was the fastest and best video I ever did on trying to get a close up of that gullet. See here, almost done. Right here's the end point. I know it was a lot of strokes, but I wasn't really taking off much material. Most of them was nice and smooth. Did I show you? I don't remember if I showed you or not. Guys, I've been using these for a long time, years and years. And I use these ones too. I use these ones on like 325 pitch, but you can use them on all of them. But I always just use these because you got the hard and soft settings. And what I always noticed was, and it's been a long time, you see how this is late? Let me stop this and turn this around because I did so good a second ago. Alright, but look here. See how that sits on there? See, what is that resting on right there, guys? You see that? You see what I'm talking about? Let me set one of them down. You set it on there just like that. And what is that resting on? You see that? See, that's resting right on the working corner. You see what I'm saying? So what I always noticed, I mean, I just went over and hit them again. Whatever I always noticed is like whenever you're hand filing, whenever you're after I get done doing my rakers, because I'm really meticulous. This is a huge pet peeve of mine. My chainsaw teeth are, it's like people waxing their car and keeping their cars clean and their floorboards clean, stuff like that in cars. They have to be perfect all the time. So usually after you get done running this raker gauge, after you get done running this raker gauge over them, flat file rather, I'd always see that there's my working corner would be blunt a little bit. So I mean, all it takes is this. I mean, it never was a big deal. I never really minded, but I would just one or two little bitty strokes like that, and it'd be perfect again. So whenever I use this I use this on my 325 pitch, but you can use it on all of them. So what I noticed that I never had that issue with my 325 pitch, and this is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This splits the difference between a couple teeth, but it only gets at 25 thousandths, and it doesn't affect the working corner. Because you're splitting the difference between this tooth and that tooth. You know what I'm saying? So I just, for the last while, I've been using these ones on everything, and they're junk. They're junk because they wear out fast. But I like the results at the end. But this is where I don't really know, I don't go wrong, but this is where I go kind of off the beaten path as far as being hypocritical about being tedious and all that stuff. Where on this one, when I get my softwood set and I'm done. I'm done, you know what I'm saying? Well, this one just gonna gauge it 25 thousandths. So what I usually do on like these saws I want to be more aggressive, and this is something I'm not saying to do or not to do, but this is what I do. Since I don't have a hardwood or softwood setting, I just got the 25 thousandths. After I go through with this Raker gauge, I'll make them all the same. I'll have my finger and my thumb stopped, and I'll just put one stroke on all of them. Just like that. I just make them all the same. Because look, after you get it with this, you know how sometimes, you know, the right or left side will make a noise. But after you get them initially, it all pulls the same. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. I'll go through and I'll get them all with this. Get them all exactly the same. And I'm not saying to do this, but this is how I do it to get like a softwood setting. Because if you notice, if you're tedious like I am, this will blunt the edge, the working corner. I'm telling you, it does it all the time. I've done it 1,000 times, 10,000 times, and I usually go over them every time and hit every two or three little strokes, which ain't no big deal. They're just really fine strokes. It's not like I'm really getting in it or taking a lot of material away. They're just fine strokes, and my saws always cut excellent that way. You know what I'm saying? They've always cut great. So I've never had any issues. But it's just getting to where now it's the time issue. Sitting here bent over this thing, it drives me crazy. There's 10,000 things I'd rather be doing. And my boys want me to get a grinder so he can start grinding, like grinding their saws. That way it's going to take a little bit of load off of me. And I'll just keep doing my thing with mine. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep hand filing my saws. And I'll take off 2 or 3 saws a day for me. Anyway, I know I was talking about the gullet and stuff last night, but that's just because how weird people are, man. I'm telling you. I do not understand people. How about developing your own opinion? Okay. And I can show you something else too. You'll see how she cuts, eh?